Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Tonight we're back here with the Nostalgia Critic, and tonight, well, things are about to get weird because we got Pinocchio, a true story. So, it's been a while since I've seen this. I don't remember exactly what's happening here, but, well, we're about to find out. So, let's see what this true story is about Pinocchio, huh? Might as well see what's going on here. So be sure to like, Scott for more. Hope you enjoy. Wish me luck. Here we go. Also, I had a skip convention thing. What is it we've done cats yet? I need to redo that one. No, that's asking a lot, sorry. But you know it's true. And here we go.
Hello, I'm the
Hi,
Nostalgia
Critic.
Guy, remember? So you don't have to. Back in January, the trailer for a film was released that everybody proclaimed couldn't be real. Must be made up. Nobody's this high. It's an animated foreign version of Pinocchio. It's called A True Story, I think based on the fact that it's true this is a story. And yes, has Pauly Shore as the little wooden boy.
Father,
Pauly
tell
Shore?
me, when can I leave to be on my own?
Everybody swore
Wow.
it had to be a joke, but sure enough, it came out. And it is everything you want it not to be.
Oh boy, this ain't gonna end well. Hey.
Already being ranked with Plan 9, The Room, and Birdemic. Pinocchio,
Oh,
A True
boy.
Story is one of the most entertainingly and hilariously bad movies in some time. In a market where studios now specialize in banking on this, it becomes trickier and trickier to stand out. But man, this one sure does. With awkward animation, a ludicrous story that if you took out the wooden puppet would have no connection to the original, and of course, spectacular voice miscasting. This has already been deemed by many as a cult classic. Little is
failure?
known about its development and whether or not this bizarre miscasting was intentionally bad or not. But watching it
Was it?
over? Nah, it has to be. Don't get me
We'll
wrong,
see.
I'd be laughing even harder if this was meant to be taken seriously, but
I'm sorry, I have to talk to my father first. His name is Geppetto.
nah,
Yeah,
nah,
no,
it
come
has to
on.
be intentional. For an actor whose career has often been called artistic mass genocide, he brings to life what would be a
genocide.
forgettable tablet movie to play for your kids and transforms it into a cinematic catastrophe. I had such a good
What?
time laughing my ass off at this, and I can't wait to share it with you.
Well,
Let's
might as
not
well
waste
bite
any
the
time.
bullet.
We got the whole world to see. This is Pinocchio, A True Story.
Well, I mean, considering what we saw with Pinocchio, like, it didn't even match the lip sync. Come on. Like, sheesh. Actually, was this mentioned for Russian or something? I think I remember it being Russian. You know? At least from the mouth movements, I'm not too sure. I'm sorry, I'm just looking this up before I shoot myself in the foot. Okay, Pinocchio. Story. Go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was right. Russia. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't see that often. Boy. So, might as well see this Russian version of the Pinocchio story. Wish me luck. Here we go.
So who financed this True Story anyway? Oh,
Russia.
okay. Now True Story is starting to make a little
See
bit
ya,
more
folks.
sense. The part
Yeah.
where Putin placed the muscle-bound blue fairy was a pretty good tip-off. I get the feeling there was a Ukrainian casting director for this movie.
Greetings, noble senors and senoritas.
We open on a horse
Wait,
named
senor-
Tibble, voiced by John
senoritas?
Heater. And well, sure
What?
is certainly gonna steal
Are you
all
sure
the
this is
comedic
Russian?
attention.
Why Spain?
Heater really sounds like he's having a ball trolling this movie too. He goes back and forth between using his normal voice
Someone here has sausages for brains. I have to admit, I agree with your pricing. Don't you worry, Senor Geppetto.
and a very generic horsey voice.
Evil spirits? No way! Pinocchio, I don't like it here one bit, and we promise never to come back.
The amount of energy he puts into trying
Ay,
so
ay, ay.
hard not to try so hard is equally hilarious. You know they cut just before he bursts out laughing, saying, "I can't believe I'm getting a paycheck for this."
The
Yeah,
story I'm about to tell you is mysterious.
Wow, that thing is not
Hello.
even alive yet, and I'm ready to shit myself. Who makes a puppet head like that? They're usually
know they're gonna be alive.
Not wondering how your skull will look balanced on a
Why
pencil.
don't you
Sorry.
make yourselves comfortable?
Nothing about this is gonna make me comfortable.
I'll
Nope.
tell you what really happened to the wooden boy.
Tom Kenny plays Geppetto, which is ironic as for a man paid to do funny voices, he probably has the most restrained one in the movie.
Really?
Should we name you? Leonardo. He'd grow up to be a selfish actor or a turtle who only cares about pizza.
By the way, if you're thinking, oh man, it's gonna be a bunch of dated fourth wall jokes, that is
Let me guess.
literally the only one in the movie.
Really?
Got it out in the first 3 minutes, and it
And that's
never
it?
goes self-aware again. That's like Mr.
Fair enough.
Freeze making one ice pun,
Ice pun,
and then
that's it.
never again for the rest of his life. I guess I'm grateful, but still a little weird. Literally in the next scene, a fairy named Lucilda shows up to pick
With
up
the
the broken
carriage?
magic wand that Geppetto was fixing. 4 minutes in, and already I feel like we missed an entire movie before this.
I've fixed your wand just like you asked.
Oh, and here's a fun game. Try to guess what accent she has.
Geppetto, my dear old friend, you truly are exceptionally gifted. What can I
British?
ever do to repay you?
You're absolutely right, boss. New Yorkland, France.
What?
You'd imagine she brings Pinocchio to life, and is there a horror
What?
version of Pinocchio? There is? Well, here's another one.
Hello. Lob its head off, throw it in the fire!
This really calls for a worm tongue tear, like, oh god, what have we unleashed? Give credit.
Yeah, honestly, if I saw that, we'd be like, well, you're going in the fire now. Bye. Just, I don't care, you're getting in the fire. Jesus Christ. Anywho.
Too, that just like Tommy was so in the room, Shore's literal first words are so tonally off, it works
This I
its
gotta
way to
hear.
masterpiece.
Alive! I'm a boy and I'm alive!
Don't make me reconsider this man's comedic potential. I have not
Please
the
stop.
power, spirits. I have not the power. As the credits roll, Pinocchio rides
Holy
his horse
shit.
Tybalt and is bursting with energy.
Pretty good.
That
They're not even
almost
saying-
looks dirty, but then again, everything with Pauly Shore almost looks dirty.
Yep.
Clearly, a puppet coming to life has no story possibilities, so let's introduce our first subplot.
Detective Constable, you don't think it's suspicious that there's no one suspicious in your home?
Yeah, even
What?
our side story has trouble getting going. As this detective is suspicious, Geppetto isn't suspicious, so he inspects their place but gets distracted and vanishes.
Did you hear that? Follow me.
The funny thing is, there actually
hell?
is a subplot later about a circus robbing people. He could have said he was there for that, but no, he just says complete
Nothing.
gibberish and disappears. I guess what I'm saying is, don't blame Shore entirely for how embarrassing this is. It was a group effort.
Hello, Senora.
I'm like, wait, what? Also, does this whole thing take place in Spain? Like, senorita, I know this is Russian, but what? Also, jeez. I mean, well, let's know how the fairy godmother, or in this case, the fairy knew Geppetto beforehand. Like, yikes, what's going on here?
We're looking for a fairy named Lucilda. Is that you?
With that said, Shore's beautifully tone-deaf obnoxiousness is the stuff of legend. Every line
boy.
sounds like he's drunkenly trying to climb into the sound booth.
Come on, Tybalt. Let's see what it was.
It's like one day he said, let me do an impression of Stone Snagglepuss, and it lasted him the rest of his life.
I've
Yeah.
got the whole world to see. Father, tell me, when can I leave to be on my own?
It's the Leaning Tower of Please Stop.
Please stop it.
He said,
I'm
let's
like,
go to
this is
Nightmare Alley
like
for
going like
kids
a
as we see a
place.
nearby circus ran by dirty businessmen trying to come up with a new act.
We just need to come up with a new act.
Well, I'm open for suggestions. Heh.
That's Mr. Hat to you.
Well, you asked for suggestions. Meow.
Is this a thing?
Yeah.
Every sentence
What is
ending with
going on
someone
here?
violently hacking up a barnyard sound?
I don't know.
Their carriages goes out of control, holding a girl named Bella on board. And of course, Pinocchio is there to save her.
The coach is headed for the cliff. She's gonna fall. Go!
You
Oh.
went the wrong way.
Yeah.
Pointed that way, but you're going that way.
Yeah, that way.
This movie literally can't get left and right down.
Yeah, no kidding. Where are they going
He
with
ends up
this?
saving the corpse bride. No, really, she is the corpse bride before she died. But the circus
Ooh,
folk can't
circus.
believe there's a talking wooden boy. Or that he randomly switches accents like everyone else in this.
My greetings, sir.
Hey! Ow!
Jesus!
Good lord! Does
Pauly Shore's voice came out of anything, I guess like it wouldn't do the same. He's of course okay, and Tibble
One
questions
puppet.
the sanity of what's going on, as I imagine all of you are.
And that leaves one question. Who's the real monster here?
No, I'm the real monster here. What's going on?
Hi, monster hero.
That
What's up?
horse? No reins at all.
I love the fact that he's a talking puppet is kind of a side thing next to the
Yeah.
fact that he can ride a
Talking-
horse. That also nobody
it-
questions can talk. Though I
Yeah,
guess
anyone else
there are
gonna
also
question that?
human-sized cats and foxes who speak, so maybe it's not that impressive. Regardless, they ask him to.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, what is going on? I think I know the original story. Had the talking fox and the talking cat, you know, with the Disney version, but come on, no one gonna question talking horse. Hey, yeesh. But that was anyone else. I'd be like, got her act. We got a talking horse. You do jokes? No, not this film, but regular jokes. Sorry, had to be said. But still, what the hell?
To join the circus, but Geppetto is not that enthused. He literally convinces himself, though, with no help from Pinocchio.
I just need you, Pinocchio. Your own home should never feel like a prison. You can go.
I was on the fence, but then I discussed it with the rest of the underground, and they were okay with it.
Let's go, Tybalt. Great adventures await.
Agreed. A lot of epic
What?
pirate stories would be made better with the addition of Skadee, Skadee, Skadee. Gandalf
sure?
riding into Helm's Deep.
Let's go!
Gettysburg's bayonet charge.
Charge, let's go!
And of course, the battlefield run in 1917. What has cinema been missing without Skadee, Skadee, Skadee? He ends up joining the circus
Okay.
and wows the people with his incredible talent of reusing the same animation.
I promise we'll go back to my father as soon as we see the world.
There was no script to this. The
Yeah, you
Russians
know they're
just
never
said
going
animation
back.
with their mouths moving and said, say whatever you want.
Pretty
Why don't
much.
you just say the horse is gonna be his father?
What? You want me to be your father?
How did that even come up?
Yeah, I'm what the what?
Performs as well with a song sequence that looks and sounds like another musical.
There are no limits for me in a big top up here.
To be fair, I do buy this is more of a true story than The Greatest Showman. And sparks seem to fly between the two.
Your song was so beautiful, Bella. And you were so brave.
To be in the movie with
With me?
any of this is phenomenally brave. Tybalt tries to give him
I feel
advice
like this
about
is
how to
Tamu's
court
show.
her. Oh, what, is your angelic voice not enough?
I'm not going to spend my life waiting for you to make up your mind.
What? Huh? Make up your mind.
Clown just watching them the whole time?
Yeah, I'm just like,
Oh, no, I mean just
why am I
now.
here?
I
Oh.
mean the whole time. Every time he's on screen, he has the possessed look of death. If you told me this wasn't it,
I don't
prequel
agree
called
to this.
Pennywise, a true story, I'd probably follow it more.
What? Huh?
Who's there?
It's
Hello.
just me.
What if
That's
Pauly
me.
Shore is just
Yeah.
a troll on the idea of entertainment?
This has to be.
The whole idea. Like, people are saying, I'm gonna tell stories and take people places, and Shore's like, ha! I'm gonna do the exact opposite of that! Just remind people they haven't gone anywhere and they're just in a room with a jerk! You know, I wouldn't pay to see him, but I pay to see people who pay to see him.
I don't know.
Bella suspects the circus owner is up to something and tries to convince Pinocchio to leave before they do something bad to him.
Get out! Leave! I don't even like you!
Harsh. I'm still here. I can hear you crying.
Oh, I have to act like I have emotions for Pauly Shore!
Okay, thank you. Well, that happened, and I honestly got nothing else to say. Yeah, I'm gonna let this next part play out. You'll see what I mean in a minute, but yeah, shit. Really, bad acting abound, isn't it? Anyway, let's see why I'm letting this thing go through. Just watch.
We know you loved Pauly Shore's Pinocchio, or at least you watched Pauly Shore's Pinocchio. So, we've opened up a studio hoping to capitalize on this confusing but apparently profitable fad. It's
Dumpster Fire Studios?
We
Oh,
take
Dumpster
familiar
Fire.
public domain cartoons and ruin them by miscasting people who were kind of a thing in the 90s. Like Kel Mitchell as Daffy Duck. Whoa! I'm like a duck, man. Not to be confused with Duck Man, which was another 90s thing. Yeah.
Just stick to the script, Mr. Mitchell.
No, man, that's why people watch these.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Fudd, what's with all the hostility, man? Is it because I'm black?
What?
I know that worked on Good Burger, but I don't think that would work today.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fudd,
sorry, Cal.
perhaps we could put our differences aside, man, and find solidarity with the Lord.
What?
Look,
This isn't a religious cartoon,
yeah,
Mr. Mitchell.
But
not
he has
religious.
a collar. I just assumed he was a pastor like me.
Daffy's not a pastor, and neither are you.
Dude, not a pastor, man.
Ducks can't be ordained.
No, Kel Mitchell. Kel Mitchell is a licensed pastor.
Welcome to the good word, home of Jesus. Can I get an amen?
Because we're going to need forgiveness after this.
With other 90s stars like Janine Garofalo as Minnie Mouse.
Okay,
Minnie?
so we're gonna surprise Mickey with some cookies like his mother used to make.
I feel like this would be like
this is
a
why no one looks
Screen
sports
Junkies
now.
kind of deal. You know,
Your voice
fandoms?
needs to match the lip movements. A little bit.
Whatever,
little
next
bit.
scene, I guess. Wow, I wanted to make some cookies like your mother used to make, and now they're all burnt up.
My mother used to burn them all the time.
Fuck you, you fucking rat bastard! You wanna
Yikes!
feel better? Support me at the Free the Nipple protest I was at today.
Free the nipple?
He
What?
doesn't swear.
Minnie doesn't have any fucking breasts either, man. What the fucking kind of cartoon is this? F this
Why'd you
movie.
hire?
Wait.
Okay, bye.
Now we need a replacement.
And that's the last time I'm ever making brownies or Coke or whatever I just made.
Close enough.
And no 90s callback is complete without Jeff Goldblum as Popeye.
Now, Bluto, perhaps we should not fight over a woman named after a healthy Mediterranean fat. Extra virgin Mediterranean fat. Oh, you have done it now, sir. The spinach with all of its folic acid and essential vitamins and minerals, it's in my system. You can see it in here with the music, the da-da-da-da-da-da come back.
This is
Not
dumpster fire.
fantasy theory. Yes.
None of those
Please
match
stop.
with lip movements.
But that's Popeye anyway.
Dumpster Fire Studios.
And
We
it's set down.
specialize in
Huh? He ain't wrong. Those lines were making me say, what? And back to Pinocchio for Polly Shore. Oh boy.
Back at Geppetto's place, he finds he misses Pinocchio and his terrifying
That's true.
screams of joy. If a haunted house could drink absinthe, those are the sounds it would make.
Yep.
And he decides to go searching for him.
It's time for me to stop sitting around and go find my boy.
I'll go where all circuses go. The sea. I pray there aren't any whales there. Oh, wait, that's the silly fairy tale version. In the true story, the talking horse tells Polly Shore Puppet he should listen to the clown who knows where a fairy is.
She has very powerful magic. I'm sure she could turn you into a real boy.
Well, I'll be meeting you in the morning. Just lay some barbecue sauce by your bed. At least we can say when Shore is nominated for an Oscar, we got the clip to show.
The real clown here is you, Pinocchio.
Whatever. I'll just go by myself. Ugh.
I'll never give him an Oscar.
They decide to go find the fairy when
Anyway.
they discover a tent the fox and cat set up.
I'm just cautious.
Whoa!
Did you like my jerking a dolphin sound
What the
effect?
fuck? I don't know.
Pretend to be Lucilda to rob him of his money. Whoa, that ain't looking like something else.
Hey, as long as it wasn't going straight up, you're good.
Just really scared of ghosts, huh?
Whee, up.
After outrunning the Catsman, it was that or Ku Klux Claw. I flipped a coin. They
Yeah,
make it
fair
to the
enough.
mountain where Lucilda
Catsman.
is said to be. When her parrot tries to scare them away, Pinocchio has to teach Tybalt to teach him. Yeah, don't worry, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, me
As
neither.
my father, you should say, don't give up, son. Never turn back.
Yeah.
When they told
what?
Shore he had to instruct a horse to act like his father, he said, oh, okay, this is actually more down to earth than my usual stuff.
Do I want to
Past
know?
the parrot's tricks and finally approach Lucilda, who sadly
yes,
says she
Lucilda.
can't help him.
I'm afraid there is nothing I can do to help. Miracles are priceless.
I'd argue curse is more the word when referring to your work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
This
was
is a
nice
curse.
meeting you.
Bitch.
Sometimes a
That
horse needs
horse,
not
like,
John Heater's voice
I
to
hate
get
you.
across such heartbreak.
This boy.
Remember this, the best miracles in this life always happen without any help from us fairies.
Now back to Pole New Zebrit, France. What accent is that?
I don't know. I think it's like some like British thing, but I don't know at this rate. And also, you literally spawned fairies in your hand. You couldn't take a puppet and turn her to a real boy? Come on, you're just being lazy. Anyway.
Fun fact, when the director
Also, why in this music?
Like he gives a crap, he said he didn't know how because he's never done it before.
We detectives lead the way.
They discover the detective from earlier. Yeah, he's still in the story. Who reveals that the circus is robbing people's homes while everyone watches their show. And he thinks Pinocchio is the ringleader.
We have to get out of here as soon as we possibly can.
Yes, but first I have to talk to Bella.
I want this entire performance as my ringtone. Yeah, okay, I'm already sick of that.
Yeah, you regret that already.
There's a rift between the two of them, but it's cool.
How?
Two ghost versions of Tybalt convince him to go back.
What?
One could easily break him in half.
I don't know.
Did I miss something here? What?
Pinocchio says what Shore says every time someone asks him to act.
How do humans do it? It seems so hard.
And he's captured by the detective, but Tybalt arrives just in time.
Up to this moment, gentlemen, you've only seen my good side.
I just assume nobody's good side is being seen.
Yeah, no.
Tybalt's safe.
I'm like, what? Okay, thank God I had to stop on the butt. But still, yeah, what the hell? No one's giving it their all. I think that's the reason. That's next.
He's Pinocchio, and he tries to sneak into the circus to find Bella. Music, shush! I'm trying to snoopity!
Where is she?
She's perfectly safe and sound.
Pinocchio demands where Bella is, but they're not going to give him any answers.
Let her go this instant, you hear me?
Pinocchio, what are you doing?
Oh, there she is. Hi!
Oh.
That was easy.
Why were we talking like you were kidnapped or something?
Yeah, the hell?
I guess you
Did I
are
miss
a
something
pretty
here?
useless character. Maybe they just assumed you exist to be rescued.
My son.
They do reveal, though, that they
Geppetto?
kidnapped Geppetto. I
KY?
guess that technically makes more sense than being in a whale. And the owner wants him to make even more walking, talking puppets.
You, sir, are a monster. No, I just didn't get enough sleep.
What?
I'm sure the movie gets that joke.
Not me.
Bella bumps into Tybalt and says she needs his help saving Pinocchio.
Where did you get that handkerchief?
It was with me when Jafoco found me in the woods as a child.
What? Jafoco?
I'm sorry, did they put
Did it-
wah wah
Wah,
music
wah?
over
Yeah,
her
wait, can we
being
hear that?
abandoned as a baby? They
did!
the music as well?
What the hell?
Tybalt finds Pinocchio and Geppetto and says he has a plan.
What do you think we should do, Tybalt?
Because we're so stupid, we're asking a horse.
Pretty much.
Tells them to put on the show as planned, but everyone bands together and sings that their owner is robbing everybody while they're at the circus.
Some thieves are hiding gallows guests and robbing everyone.
Weird song. Well, can't wait to get back home to all my belongings.
Wait a minute.
Tries to get away by throwing a lantern, which the director clearly thought looked more impressive than it did, and it very selectively chooses to burn certain parts of the circus down. Pinocchio sacrifices himself to save Bella. Yeah, see why everyone just assumes you're always in danger? And this, of course, turns him into a real
boy.
Buddy,
fire.
You are alive.
Human now.
What?
Sweet,
Really?
now the only wood is in my pants!
Ew.
Oh, but that's not the end. As it turns out,
Now
the
what?
detective who had little to no purpose in this story, big twist, is Bella's
Bella's-
long-lost father. Nobody asked for this.
My darling little daughter went missing. And that's when I decided to become a detective.
Like, it's not the vibe. Stop!
We're given
Hey,
some
why?
beautiful jump cut fireworks. They continue the circus with new owners, and Tybalt and Pinocchio finish with their new act.
Is that really the frame we're gonna end on? Yep.
And
Harsh.
that was one of the craziest goddamn things you'll ever see in your life.
Amen.
It goes
Like, looking
without
at this, I'm
saying
like,
this
what?
movie is bad. But I'm convinced the people
obviously.
dubbing it knew that and decided to have fun with it. In some ways, it reminds me of Ghost Stories, the anime nobody thought was being watched, so they made up their own lines just to troll with the few people who did. Well, that blew up over time, and in a strange way, I hope something like this blows up over time. Not the film itself, that looks like it already has a following. I'm talking about this idea of miscasting foreign films. I really wasn't joking with that sketch in the middle. I really do want to see a genre of movies where the dialogue is kept the same, they attach a cheap celebrity that totally doesn't match, and they just have a ball. I'm truly hoping this isn't the last we've seen of this idea, because
Probably,
good God,
but I don't know.
it did what I thought was impossible. It made Pauly Shore hilarious. I have
That's a
no
feat.
doubt he is in on the joke, as is John Heater, and probably everyone else.
Everyone else,
involved.
yeah.
Yeah, on the American side, anyway. This movie shows sometimes you just need the right person for the right part, or even the wrong person for the wrong part, in order to make something hilariously memorable. I love the
Guess in this
shit
case,
out of this
2 wrongs make a
abomination,
right.
And I hope to see a lot more abominations like it in the future. Skidee, skidee, skidee.
Indeed. Sorry, I had to say it.
I'm
Oh, that's it.
Guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Thanks. Oof. That was awkward.
Alive! I'm a boy and I'm alive!
I mean, I'll give him credit. It's pretty funny just hearing what they're about to say. Like, you never expect what they're coming out of their mouths. Like, the horse being the dad to Pinocchio. Like, what? You sometimes wonder what's going on in their heads. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that one. Did you agree? Do you like all the craziness? Let me know. Till next time, like, subscribe for more. See ya.